Welcome to the first, and hopefully ever, Heathen News. I'm some dick with a microphone, and I'm probably not wearing pants. If you've been paying attention to various forms of social media and heathen chats, you have noticed a sad trend. There is a company called Heathen Productions. Their shop is called Heathen Nation, and they have been trademark claiming anybody that uses the word heathen, which, as you might assume, is kind of problematic. So I got my claim in September 18th, 2019. I'll throw that email up on the screen. David Lancaster supposedly holds the trademark for the word heathen. From my understanding of US law, you cannot copyright something religious. Obviously, a specific religious logo, something like that's a little bit different, but the actual name of a religion, that would be the equivalent of copyrighting Christianity or Judaism, Jainism, whatever. You understand. For me, I have two products, which I'll put on the screen, of heathen written in runes. One, just heathen written in runes, and the other is heathen written in runes in the body of a hammerhead shark, which I thought was a clever pun because it's the heathen hammerhead of Thor. I am a dad, and I do enjoy dad jokes. So upon seeing the claim, I think it was like a week after I actually got the email. I have so many emails. I rebutted to Redbubble, had to give them certain information, tell them certain things, send them the original artwork. And I also messaged Heathen Productions on multiple social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, I want to say Facebook, I'm not sure. And then obviously there's the Redbubble thing. They didn't respond. They had 14 days to respond to the claim. They did not. I forgot about it. Honestly, I worked a lot and time passed. Had been about 7 weeks approximately. And I got my work reinstated back on Redbubble because David Lancaster did not respond to my rebuttal. I got a message last night from Gythja Dawn of the Heathen Coalition, and it was actually a tweet. She found my tweet to Heathen Production. Apparently her boyfriend has an Etsy shop, which I'll put on the screen, and I'll link in the description below as well, that has had 5 shirt designs taken down. Again, claiming that they own the word heathen, a religious term. I don't know how many other people this has affected. It seems like a lot because it has been kind of blowing up the interwebs, at least most of yesterday from what I saw. Well, the heathen interwebs, and I mean, we're not the largest community, so as you might imagine. So you may have seen this, and hopefully this video kind of clears up a couple of things. There's obviously a lot of stuff in the future that is going to happen. I'm probably going to end up doing another one of these. I mean, there's usually not a whole lot of heathen news, so hopefully this isn't a regular thing. I can't imagine why it would be, but yeah, and hopefully we can get this cleared up. And it gets way messier than just Heathen Productions and David Lancaster copyright claiming heathen. So apparently Grimfrost, in order to combat the claim of Heathen Productions, since they're in Europe, they have filed for ownership of the term heathen as well as a couple other terms, and I'll read their statement on the Facebooks. They seem to be doing this as a counter to Heathen Productions. I don't think it has malicious intent. That is just my opinion. Obviously, this can, if they so choose, they can push against any creators they dislike, which I would hope is not a behavior from theirs. I haven't really seen them too much. I know they're a major sponsor for Jackson Crawford, who has recently stopped teaching in schools and has gone full-time YouTube / being a consultant for the Old Norse language. Hopefully it doesn't cut in his bottom line too much, because there might be a little bit of backlash from this. I mean, obviously don't hold it against him. Just because somebody sponsors him doesn't necessarily mean they hold the same opinions. And like I said, I think U.S. law would back up anybody that tries to fight against it. Like with mine, David Lancaster didn't rebut. There was nothing. And now my products are back up on Redbubble, which thankfully for me is not a major source of income. It's kind of a trickled in bits of money every now and then that, barely affect me, to be honest. Though I do appreciate any support, of course. Maybe someday this will pay the bills, but right now I gotta go guard the things. Yeah, and Grimfrost is pretty large. Johan Hegg, if you're unaware, is the lead singer of Amon Amarth, and he's one of their major spokespeople. And I mean, Amon Amarth has been around since before I've been Heathen, and I've been Heathen, I think, about 14 years, approximately. So it has been a while, and I'm an old man, and he's been in it longer than I have. So I don't know if he considers himself Heathen, but I would assume with what he does with his life. And I know they're the kind of a Viking bro shop, as somebody stated in a tweet, but I'm a bit of a Viking bro myself, so I can't knock it too much. And I do enjoy their children's books, so I'm a little biased toward them. Kind of like the shop, to be honest. But I'll read their statement, and you'll kind of see what we mean here. So this is on their Facebook page. We have had problems with a person owning the Heathen USA trademark. In order to avoid lawsuits and to protect the terms in Europe from people like that, Grimfrost has trademarked Heathen, Shield Maiden, and a few other terms. And there's another company, Shield Maiden UK, that obviously has taken offense to them copywriting the word Shield Maiden. Obviously, why? It's the name of their freaking company. And I'll read their statement as well after this, of course. A few other terms when it comes to using them on clothes and jewelry. We are lucky enough to do it before certain individuals claimed them, which would have caused similar havoc in Europe that is being seen in the USA now. We will not go after small businesses doing their thing. We haven't even had time to think along those lines. It was an act of panic based on the lawsuit situation in the USA that was about to arrive here. We, and all of these small businesses, would have been sued and forced to stop using these terms on clothing and jewelry. This is about protection in Europe, not prohibition. So you see, I don't believe they have malicious intent. However, can be a slippery slope to them controlling these terms. And they are a larger business than a lot of us, right? One, we are forced to take such measures to make sure we can continue using the terms without having someone sue us. 2, we do not own the trademark in the USA, where a person is going after companies using these terms. He and others like him are the reason why we are forced to protect ourselves. 3, we base this on experience, where we have been forced to remove products due to lawsuit threats, and unfortunately, that seems to be the way the world goes nowadays. There even seems to be people who make a living out of that, which is sad but true. People do hold copyright claims and force other people to pay them, and I mean it's a whole headache thing. And hopefully the law changes eventually, but it's also not really keeping up with technology, so that's the whole thing. In our case, it's simply about protection rather than prohibition. If it was up to us, no one should be able to trademark general words. It's ridiculous, but those are the rules that we have to play by. So protection, not prohibition. And as you'll see from what Shield Maiden is going to say, so I'll read the statement on their Facebook page as well. They definitely don't seem to think that Grimfrost has good intentions. Also, this is UK and European law. I don't know if the whole Brexit thing is going to affect this at all, because now they're not part of the EU. I think they might have finalized that recently too. I'm not sure. But yeah, the laws are a little bit different. I know that in the US, you can't patent something that is religious, but in the UK and Europe, and I'm pretty sure Grimfrost is out of Sweden, I don't know if the laws are the same there. So Shield Maiden says, Update. Also, the words Einherjar, Vanadis, and Ulfedin have been trademarked by them too. So, it has come to light today that Grimfrost have only gone and trademarked the word heathen, IPO, which is the Intellectual Property Office, are obviously not aware of what the word heathen actually means and has allowed this to pass through, as it has been made public and is also publicly available on the gov.uk website to see. Grimfrost have also applied to trademark the name Shield Maiden, so as to launch a brand of the same name as our business. Obviously, we are now in a legal wrangle over this and have opposed this application and will continue to do so as long as we can financially, mentally, and physically do so. Either they clearly never did their market research or due diligence before making this application, or just don't give a damn about the hard work and even more years trading that we at Shield Maiden have done. We await what the future has in store. May Tyr be on our side. And I tried going to their site, but it didn't quite work. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. Hopefully not. I'll put links to both Grimfrost and Shield Maiden in the description. Check it out for yourself. Obviously, I can't make your opinion for you, right? But hopefully this clears up a couple of things. So I know Gythja Dawn of the Heathen Coalition is making a video. I want to say she said she was going to make it tonight. Currently, it is 4:54 a.m. on 1/30/2020, or 31/2020 if you're a dirty European. That's right. America does our dates weird too, compared to the rest of the world. My advice, and it's not legal advice, it's just because this has worked for me, is if this is something that's affecting you, rebut on whatever platform you're on. It worked with me for Redbubble. There's a couple of petitions going around. I'll put any that I can find in the description. You might keep checking it too, because if I can find more, I'll throw them in there. There might be legal battles in the future. I don't know. If this is affecting you at all, feel free to email me. I'll put my email in the description as well. It's actually always in the description, but I'll put it in there again. My Twitter's in there too. You can message me, as well as my Facebook page, Wolf Priest. Feel free to message me on whatever the heck platform you want to, and we can kind of collaborate and see what we can do about this. It's really not affecting me too much because, like I said, it was just on the Redbubble and I've already squashed it. My assumption is that David Lancaster realized what he did, but for some reason thinks he can get one over on smaller production companies, which is sad, and that's a terrible way to do business, and it's only going to affect him negatively. Nobody with half a brain's gonna buy their stuff at this point. Like, why would you do that? It's either being ignorant of the fact that it's a religion, or it's just not having the knowledge that it's a religion, which, if that's the case, why do you have shirts with Mjolnir on it? I mean, I don't know, but I can't speak for the guy. The only real media I've seen out there is a shitty video that has no likes and only downvotes, which I can't seem to find, but I have a screenshot of because I found it whenever this first happened to me. I tend to screenshot things that I think might come up later. I think it's just a good practice, to be honest. So Gythja Dawn will be, and I'll put Gythja Dawn's Heathen Coalition in the description as well, the YouTube channel. And Wyrd Ways, that's another Texas heathen. I'll put his channel down there too. He's also supposed to be doing a video on this. I'd suggest watching them all. Watch all the videos on this. Get as much information you can, especially if this is affecting you or somebody you know. Let them know. Get the word out there. One of the great things about the age of the internet is our ability to share information and to point out when something's truly messed up. I mean, I know these days with cancel culture and all that, that's kind of an issue, but at the same time, that allows, normal folks who don't do this for a living to talk to the public. And, we all have a voice. We all have a platform now, thanks to the internet. Not all of us use that in the most intelligent or productive way. But we all have a platform. You get kicked off one, there's 12 more. Hopefully this is the only Heathen news that I do. I'll probably do a follow-up one, and hopefully that one's got some good news. Good Heathen news instead of bad Heathen news. But we'll see what happens. Remember, if we, the people, don't stand up for ourselves, if we let big companies steamroll us, if we don't, by our powers combined, form Captain Planet, these companies will steamroll us. Like I said, I like Grimfrost. I have no problem with them. It seems like they might be another shady company. You know, it's sad, but a lot of companies are kind of that way, sort of the way of the world. I don't know, though. I don't think they're that bad. I'm hoping, honestly, more so that they're not that bad. I mean, they have pretty generic products, but it's not like they're a VK&G where they just sell stuff that you can get off of, AliExpress, which is a cheap Chinese website. I don't know, maybe they're higher quality, I don't freaking know. And if they do make any claims, obviously we're going to know about it. Obviously people are going to tweet and message and comment and make bad videos. And that's been Heathen News. Like, subscribe, comment, do the thing. Share this video, especially if you want to get the word out. Spread the word yourself too. Skull.